Iron Man, Invincible, from the series 5-Minute Marvel Stories, written by Andy Schmidt. Before we begin, this story is listed for ages 3 and up and does discuss weapons as noted in the Iron Man story. As a boy, Tony Stark dreamed that technology could change the world for the better. Tony was just 19 years old when he started designing cutting-edge machinery for his family's company, Stark Enterprises. "This has got to work," Tony declared as he built new gadgets. But to create them, Tony would need money, space, and resources. The United States Army was happy to give him everything he needed, as long as Tony would give their soldiers better weapons. The Army commanders asked Tony, already the head of Stark Enterprises, to teach their soldiers how to use his weapons to keep evil forces at bay. "All you need to do is put your hands like so, point it towards the bad guys, and grin ear to ear, because you're about to make the world a safer place," Tony told the soldiers to a raucous applause. As much as the troops loved Tony for making their jobs safer, the warlords on the other side of the mountains hated him. Without warning, an attack broke out. The soldiers defended Tony well, but one of Tony's own devices exploded. He was blasted off his feet and felt sharp pain in his chest before he slammed into the ground. Ah! The last thing Tony remembered was a loud ringing in his ears. When Tony woke up, he was surprised to see a smiling face looking down at him. "My name is Dr. Ho Yinsen," the man said. "You're safe for now, but the explosion lodged shrapnel close to your heart." Yinsen had created a powerful magnet that would pull on the shrapnel, preventing it from killing Tony. Tony was confused. Thank you, Yinsen," he said. Tony wasn't used to thanking other people, but before the two men could continue getting to know each other, several warlords barged into the cave where Tony and Yinsen were trapped. "Stark and Ho," one of the warlords bellowed, "two of the world's smartest men. You will build weapons for us, and maybe we will let you live in return." After the warlords left the room, Tony turned to Yinsen. "What do you say?" Tony asked as he smirked. "Should we give them new weapons?" "Yes," Yinsen said. "I think we should, but I don't think they're going to like it." They set to work right away, gathering supplies from the tools and equipment the warlords had brought them. It took weeks, but both men worked very hard, eager to be set free. Large pieces of gray metal were coming together, and they had a power source to run the behemoth. When their time was up, they sprung their plan. As the warlords approached, Tony strapped himself into his weapon. It wasn't some kind of ray gun or rocket. It was a powered-up battlesuit. Yinsen took cover as Tony smashed through their prison door and declared, "I am Iron Man!" The warlord's weapons hardly made a dent in the gray armor. Iron Man was invincible. "Hey guys," Tony joked, "I've got a few ideas for upgrades on your weapons system. Too bad for you, I used them on this armor instead." He charged towards the warlords and they turned, fleeing in fear. But escaping wasn't all Tony wanted to do. He couldn't go home without stopping these men from hurting anyone else. He pulled rubble down from the caves, smashing all of their weapons. But as he did, he noticed a label on the crates that set him reeling. Those crates! They're from Stark Industries! They're from my company? Tony felt ashamed that his work was being used by warlords. But along with his shame, Tony also felt something new. There was just a spark of it, a hint of pride that, at least in this one instance, he had taken weapons away from bad men. Tony made it out of the cave, but Yinsen didn't make it out. "You saved my life, Dr. Yinsen. I can't be a part of hurting more people. I see now that my work creating weapons has hurt a lot of people." Upon returning home, Tony made a public promise. He said, "Stark Industries will never sell weapons to anyone again. And not only that, I'm pulling all my engineers and scientists, and myself, to work creating things that will make the world better, smarter, and safer." Tony believed that just stopping the creation of new weapons wasn't enough, so he kept working in secret to refine and redesign his Iron Man armor so he could protect the world from the weapons he wouldn't be able to stop. Tony continually upgraded his armor over the next several years. He fought tirelessly to keep the world safe. Eventually, he became a founding member of the Mighty Avengers. Tony Stark wouldn't be remembered for his time creating weapons. Instead, the world came to know him for his red and gold armor. The world soon called him a superhero, the Golden Avenger. He was Tony Stark, the Iron Man. And that's the end. I do hope you enjoyed that superhero story. And until next time, happy reading.